in my cipher, I revolve around scientists.
So I mean, if you're like me, you know, every other day you see on your timeline a video of some nigga getting killed from the police, broad daylight, you know what I'm saying, like in the middle of the street, and it's blasted around social media. So today I woke up and I seen another one, and I was like, man, you know, let me just add on my 2 cents, but not for the purpose of like saying like, oh yo, this is fucked up, because we already know it's fucked up and we know this shit's been happening, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I wasn't even trying to add on to the energy in that cipher, but I just had to put it out there, you know. And I made a little Instagram post about it, and I realized that, you know, like, it's a good message, but niggas don't read, so I gotta do a video about it and put it on the 360 page. And really what it comes to is this: when we see these videos being shared online, there's people, the black people getting shot and killed by the police in the street, and then people be asking one of 2 questions, right? That's what I noticed again and again and again and again. People be like, yo, sharing it, like, yo, when will it stop? Yo, boom, boom, boom. And what can we do about it? And the truth of the matter is, the change that is needed, because, like, yo, the system, white supremacy, is set up and designed against original people. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's racism that's woven intricately into the system in all avenues and all institutions. So for the change that we really want, we would like to see as black people, we're not ready to make that change as a people yet, because we are not educated enough and we are not unified enough culturally. Culture is what unifies people together. There's a saying, and the saying goes, black people are cursed with petty differences, because we be arguing over the shit that don't even matter most of the times. And to keep it a buck, the same system that's killing us, a lot of us are not ready to walk away from that system yet. Because look at this, for example, look at this coronavirus shit that's going on. People are on quarantine, whatever, and what's the main thing I see people saying online? Yo, I can't wait till this get back to normal, till this is normal, so we can get back to our normal lives. But bro, us getting shot and killed in the streets, that's the normal life that you're running to try to run back to. You're saying like, yo, I want to get back to a normal life. This is your normal life. This is the same normal life that you've been trying to run and get back to. And for the change that we would like to see happen in society, we're gonna have to take more than just a summer off. But some people is pissed like, fuck, I missed the summer because of quarantine and all of this. So it's like, for the work that we really need to do as a people, as a community, we are not ready. Because why? We're still caught up in the devil's civilization. You know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. And black people in North America and spread out globally for the most part, like, we kind of want to have it both ways. A lot of us, it's like we'll go into the streets and protest Black Lives Matter and this and the third, but like at the same time, we're not really ready to step away from the devil's civilization yet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are hooked on the devil's fast food and hooked on the devil's food type shit. So it's like, if we were to truly step away from civilization, we couldn't even eat for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of combined spending power, but we don't pull it together. Like right now, a lot of these businesses are closed, and black people could be like, yo, we see the way the system is dealing with us. We are not supporting a lot of these major businesses and all of this, because we have to realize that everything is relative. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't being hit from a war at all angles. So once we say, nah, we not fucking with, you know what I mean, we doing our own thing, we pulling our dollars together to support our own businesses, to do all of that. There could be a big movement right now, like, yo, when society opens back up, the black dollar is being pushed in a particular direction. Like, we are more focused about that, but we're not. Most young black people and black people in general is just waiting to be entertained. It's just like, damn, when's the next versus battle happening? I want to see this person battle versus this person. I want to see this person battle versus this person. A lot of our big and again, we should never just be looking to entertainers and athletes and for cultural guidance. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the entertainers and athletes ain't the fucking sharpest knives in the box. You know what I'm saying? They're not the sharpest knives in the drawer. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really be depending on them for cultural guidance and all that. But some of these people are the only role models of success that some of the young black people have, and a lot of them what's being said? There's nobody from our culture rallying us together. You know what I'm saying? Because the people who did try to rally us together, because they understood that we need to be together for us to have power, because there's strength in numbers, and from that we can get change out of that, because we are the change that we want to see. So if we spend our dollars in particular places, like right now, if there's a community of black people, we just like how white people do, they're like, okay, yo, there's so much black people here, the value's down, they will, as a people, move to a whole different area. Yo, yeah, there's good houses out here, boom, boom, now they all over here. If we pulled our money together and only bought from certain places from ourselves, and only did this, right? Certain things, man, long story short, we're not ready for the change that we want to see. You know what I'm saying? We're not, because a lot of us are too caught up in the devil's civilization. You know what I'm saying? As much as we say we want to change, we it's like someone made a comment under my post and they was like, yo, we at war and all of this, right? You know, like, niggas need to know, like, yo, these police killers, we can shoot them back and shit or whatever. And it's like, yo, word, but we'll never be able to have them much. You know how much these niggas spend more money on war and then education. These niggas is ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? So we can't win like that. We can't, because we not gonna outgun these niggas. There's not enough guns that we got to go to war with these niggas. But we do have the mind, though. You know what I'm saying? And we could go to war mentally, because we have to fight back mentally. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So what I was saying under the comment was like, yo, even a wise general knows when to strike and when to rally and regroup the forces. You know what I'm saying? When to regroup the forces and come back together and be like, okay, we gotta re-strategize right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you're familiar with war back in the days, how they had the trenches here and the trenches here, and in the middle was no man's land. Sometimes you have to run out to no man's land, but it's a big chance you're gonna get hit because you're not covered. Right now, black people, we are living in society not realizing we're in the middle of no man's land. And instead of trying to come back together and regroup, we trying to make it to the other side, because we think that somehow if we're behind enemy lines and we're good with them, we're not the enemy no more. And if you big and successful or whatever, once you come too much of a threat, they'll pull your ass right back down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we need to know who the enemy is, and we need to come back together and regroup. But a lot of us have this Martin Luther King dream of like, yo, have a dream that we go all be together and this and boom boom. And these people time and time again are showing us that, yo, they not gonna be brothers with us. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta get back on the Malcolm X tip and start thinking like, yo, maybe us just trying to be at peace and all this, and when enough of us get back on our Malcolm X shit instead of the Martin Luther King shit, that's when we gonna have the change that we want to see. You know what I'm saying? But right now, every niggas is still caught up in a fantasy, thinking like, yo, we here and it's fucked up, but like eventually, like, we can work with this system and this shit will stop. No, the system was designed to do this. If I make a machine and it's supposed to kill you, you thinking, man, let me just plead with the owners and the makers of this machine and make them reprogram the machine to stop killing us. No, nigga, it's doing what it's programmed to do. Search and destroy. You know what I'm saying? It's like night and day. You see how some of these people, like, online, social media, it's the beauty of social media. You see how some of the white people getting treated, police handing out face masks in the parks, black people getting ran down on and all of this shit. Niggas know what time it is already, you know what I'm saying? So there's no point in sharing these images around on social media, man. When will it stop? It will stop when us as a community are tired of it. Right now we're not tired of it. We can't wait to get back to regular life. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to take the summer off, but when niggas reach that point where niggas is like, bro, I don't give a fuck about going to work next week. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, bro. These niggas need to stop killing us. When enough of us reach to that point and we care, then we can start to connect and unify in the mind and start to you know what I mean? And here's the next thing too. Culturally unifying, coming together in the mind, that's important, but also a lot of us just aren't educated enough. As a people, we're asleep. We are very stupid, bro. You know what I mean? We're not properly educated. You know what I'm saying? And in the Bible it says, yo, my people are killed for lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. A lot of us just aren't educated enough. Why? Because we feed our minds garbage all day. and then when shit like this happens, it's like you got hit out of the blue. You're like, wait, what? We gotta do something, because you was unaware the whole time that this is the reality that you're actually living in. Anything else was the fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, just a couple of my thoughts on this police brutality shit, you know? What can we do? There's only one thing for us to do. See, the babies are the future, so we have to educate. We have to educate ourselves. That's why you see the guys be out here teaching, you know what I'm saying? Because we still caught up in the lies. We still believe in the lies of the 10% and believe them on face value. You know what I'm saying? The only ways that this will stop is if we educate ourselves and come together culturally and unify. We are too separated and too uneducated to actually really do something. So until niggas care about learning about this system and this world that we're in, so we can properly navigate it, and learning about themselves, and putting away the religion and all the things that was beat into us, beat into our ancestors. When niggas is ready to give up them things and stop waiting for a mystery God, stop waiting for Jesus to come and save us and all this, and when niggas is ready to do the hard work ourselves, and we want to do that more than we care about what's popping on Instagram or the next versus battle or whatever, when we care about that more than anything else, that's when change won't happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas like me, we gotta find creative ways to try to get knowledge for you, because niggas are so brainwashed and asleep, you just can't come and be like, yo, let me teach you. Niggas don't want to learn, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta find creative ways to say the same shit I'm saying right now. That's why I got this whole Magneto was right series going on, you know what I'm saying? Because I use the comics and something a little more digestible to get power home a real message, which is like, yo, B, this is why niggas, like in the 60s, niggas was saying, bro, we gotta do our own thing. We gotta. There was this talk about that's what we is on as a people. Now we just some fucking integrationists and shit. You know what I'm saying? We need to break out of that mind state, because as you see, man, the system's not designed for unity. It's designed for the rich to get richer, and for us to just keep the shit going along with like some hamsters and shit. So when niggas wanna wake up and be like, realize, man, I'm not a hamster, nigga, I'm a lion, and start doing what motherfucking lions do, that's when there's gonna be change. But right now we asleep, B. See, a gorilla can kill a mice. A mice is real mad small, bro. But if I'm that mice and I trick that gorilla into thinking that he's an ant, that mice can bully that gorilla all day. And that's basically what's happening with black people in North America. We the gods on earth, but we've been tricked into thinking we less than what we are. And so we still, to this day, waiting for a mystery God to stop the police brutality, not realizing that we've been indirectly funding and supporting it this whole time by playing part in the devil's civilization. And when enough of us are awake, and when enough of us are unified and care more about the betterment of us as a people than temporary gratification and vanity and things like that, that's when there's going to be a change. But as a people, we are not ready. We're not. Not ready to have no type of revolution or nothing like that. So this shit's gonna keep happening until more of us are educated. That's why the devil tries so hard and works so hard and spend millions and millions and millions and millions in advertising meant to go and bypass your higher levels of logical thinking, and meant to tap into your lower nature, sexual nature, expressive nature, or just your hunger. You know what I mean? Millions and millions of advertising meant to just keep you on a lower plane of thought. So when we're ready to just deplug and raise up to a higher level of thought, then we can take action. Till then, we just prisoners of war. That's what the fuck I see it. So there's no point of sharing all this shit around. I ain't gonna do shit.